Hi you guys, my name is Cherita. Welcome to my channel. I know it's been some time. I haven't posted in about a week, but I'm back, taking care of myself mentally. Yes. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Tessica Brown. If you don't know who she is also known as Gorilla Glue Girl. That is what we will be talking about. That is what we will be talking about today. This whole situation has gone over for the span of about a week, and I have a lot of things to say. So this video will be broken down into two parts. So this is one of two. I also would like to show you guys the shirt of the day. I got this shirt from Silvery T-shirt. I love graphic tees. This one says Sisters, and it's kind of got the vibe from the show Friends, which is one of my favorite shows. I know, cancel me if you want to. And I will leave a link below of where to get this t-shirt. So if you are interested in hearing about Tessica Brown, go ahead and keep watching. Before I get started, make sure you click subscribe for new content whenever I post. And also do not forget to click the notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a video. So let's get started. My hair has been not taken care of. Thanks, depression. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting on my makeup whilst we talk about Tessica. All right, so I first saw Tessica's TikTok, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there are plenty of videos out there. And I saw Tessica's TikTok when it first went, not even viral, but when it first launched. It showed up on my FYP page on TikTok, and I commented on it and was like, I have questions. So I went to her page and followed her, and she probably had about 400 followers. And then the next morning, it had blown up and it had gone completely viral. I saw it, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, anywhere that videos are being posted, I saw it. So of course, people are trying to figure out how and why how it happened. And my main question was, well, not my main question, but one of my questions was, how did she even get it to set in her hair? Because her hair was extremely slicked down, and the way that people slick their hair down is by using like a comb or a brush or their hand of some sort. It's rare, and that I know of, that when it comes to the Got To Be glue spray, it's rare that people use it like a topical hairspray, just to like a spray and go. So I was trying to figure out if she used a comb or a brush, because all of that would have been damaged, whatever she used. And if she used her hand, what would her hand get stuck? Would the comb get stuck? I had so many questions. And I still have questions, but we'll get there. Okay, so now the next section is we're going to talk about all the speculations. Now, a lot of people think that she did this for clout. Now, here's what I think. I don't think she did it for clout initially. I think she did it for the video to go viral. Now, there's a difference between clout and going viral. When something goes viral, it's usually a video that, that everybody has seen, and then they kind of just forget about it. The person may or may not come up off of it, but viral just means something that a lot of people have seen. And a lot of times people don't intend to go viral. Other times people do something to try to go viral, but not necessarily get the clout. Like, you can go viral without getting the clout, and you can have a lot of clout without going viral. Those two things are not mutually exclusive. So I think she was just trying to find a hack. So I've been talking about this so much. I've been so hyper focused on this one story. Thanks, ADHD. So I've been talking to a lot of people about it, and my girl Audra, she told me that she thinks she was just trying to find a new hack. And it was just a hack that kind of went wrong. And I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. It sounds like that's exactly what happened, and she just bit off more than she could chew. Other people speculated that she mixed up Gorilla Glue versus Gorilla Snot. That's been debunked because Gorilla, well, first of all, she said she meant to spray Gorilla Glue on her head. So people saying, well, maybe she thought it was Gorilla Snot. Nope, she knew what she was doing. And a lot of people are saying, well, Gorilla Glue and Gorilla Snot aren't even in the same places in the, in the store, because Gorilla Glue is an adhesive and Gorilla Snot would be in the hair care section, the hair aisle. And what a lot of people don't realize is she never went to the store. She ran out at home of her got-to-be glue, and she had it laying around her house. So she knew what it was, and she deliberately sprayed it on her head. So people thinking that she thought it was Gorilla Glue or Gorilla Snot, nah. Then there's the assumption that she lacks common sense. A lot of people are saying, she's a teacher, she should know better, or she's 40, she should know better. Y'all elected a reality TV show person to be president. So I don't find it very far-fetched that she could lack common sense and still be a teacher. And she's not really a teacher. She's a daycare provider. I guess that falls under the lines of teacher, but she didn't go to school to be a teacher. In order to be a daycare provider, is like those qualifications are different than being a teacher. So now we're going to move on to what remedies people were telling her. So Tessica did say that the reason why she went to social media was because she was running out of ideas. She tried to wash her hair. I think, to me, it sounds like that's the only thing that she did, because remember, she washed her hair 15 times and nothing happened. So she came to social media because somebody, maybe somebody could help her in some type of way. So a lot of people were giving her, well, I remember seeing a lot of people saying, girl, you need to go to the ER. And the way that the whole situation played out, it's like, it doesn't shock me that she didn't go to the ER. And also, not to mention, who's to say that she has insurance or that she can pay to go to the ER? So I'm sure she was wanting to exhaust all of her options before going to the ER. So she tried, soaking her hair in, I think it was like olive oil or coconut oil or something, and that didn't work. And then Gorilla Glue made a statement, and their statement was like, thoughts and prayers. That statement had me on my back. But anyway, Gorilla Glue basically told them to try alcohol or acetone. Now, assuming that she's not lying and the Gorilla Glue had been on her scalp, like her hair and her scalp, for a month, that would probably burn. It's not like she did it and then right away put the acetone on. It had been like soaking into her hair and into her scalp. So that probably would burn. But anyway, she tried the oil. That didn't work. Then she went to the ER. She finally broke down, went to the ER. So when she went to the ER, basically the nurses were like, well, all we can do is give you some acetone, or we can soak it in acetone, but it's probably going to take 20 hours. Now, here's the thing. She didn't want to soak for 20 hours. And honestly, I don't blame her. And the fact that, she asked, can I go home and be comfortable? And it doesn't even sound like at the ER they gave her any kind of pain medication. It sounds like they were just like, okay, well, we're just going to do this, slow, but it's going to take a long time, and we're only going to use acetone, and we're not going to give you any kind of pain relief. So she's like, well, I'm going to go home and do this in the comfort of my home if I'm going to be in pain. Oh, and back to Gorilla Glue and their statement. I think this would be the perfect time for them to be like, well, maybe we need some kind of solvent. And not just because I think a lot of people are going to put Gorilla Glue in their hair, but for accidents such as, I don't know, a kid getting a hold of it and maybe gluing their hand to something. I don't know. But accidents happen, and I don't want to hear, well, maybe if people will watch their kids better, accidents wouldn't happen. Listen, accidents happen. And then people do dumb things as well. So I think there should be some kind of solvent, and this would be the perfect time for Gorilla Glue to try to create their own solvent, or maybe a doctor can do it. But again, we'll get there. You guys, my face is so bad right now. I'm having my eczema flared up again, and I haven't worn makeup in about a week. But when I'm doing these videos, I like to put on my makeup. Anywho. And then like I mentioned about the ER, maybe she didn't have insurance. It didn't seem like they were going to give her any kind of anesthesia. And it doesn't seem like that was her final option, but she still wanted to go home and whatever. Do it at home. Let her sister and her mom help her. Now let's debunk some things. People are saying that she did this specifically for clout. I don't believe that. I don't believe that this was something that she thought of a month ago to be like, maybe I can put Gorilla Glue on my hair. I wait a month and then go to the internet to complain and get clout. Like I said before, I think she was trying some kind of hack to maybe go viral. And sometimes you do get clout from going viral, but like I said, you don't always get clout from going viral. The two things are not mutually exclusive. I've seen a couple of videos of people saying, well, if you go look at her Instagram a month ago, her hair was in a different, it was different. Now, with that, I have to say, who's to say that she took the picture and uploaded it on the same day? I'm not saying that that's not true, but who's to say that that's 100% factual? And also, maybe it wasn't a month. Maybe it was 2 weeks. Either way, she had the Gorilla Glue in her hair for a while. I saw somebody else say that the original video was fake and she just had gel or maybe wig glue on her hair, and she eventually got caught up in all the clout and didn't want to confess, so she eventually sprayed herself with Gorilla Glue. If that's the situation, then her doing it because she doesn't have common sense makes a lot of sense. Because somebody with common sense just can't make that stuff up in their head. At least to me. It doesn't sound rational. It doesn't sound reasonable. It doesn't sound reasonable that somebody that doesn't have common sense would be like, ooh, maybe now I can spray my hair with Gorilla. It doesn't make sense. Like I said, people are saying that maybe she sprayed her hair with Gorilla Glue after she went to the ER. If she went to the ER and they used acetone on her head in the ER, the gel would have broken up. And then she wouldn't have had a case. It's not like she went to the ER, they didn't try anything, and they just sent her on her merry way. They tried stuff at the ER. And then they said it's going to take X amount of hours. That's just like saying somebody comes in because they think they broke their leg. Somebody looks at it, just looks at it. They don't do any x-rays. They just look at it and they go, well, it doesn't look broken, so just go home. They do things to ensure that the patient is okay or is not okay. And I know she lost a lot of people when TMZ announced that she could be suing. She's not suing. She went on record at, I think it was like Entertainment Tonight, and said that she never said she was going to sue. She did make a GoFundMe when it first kind of happened. I'm sure somebody told her to make a GoFundMe. And I don't understand why people are so upset I don't understand why people are upset with her because of the money that she made in the GoFundMe. You should be mad at the people who donated to her. Me, get your money. If people want to donate, let them donate. Do you guys remember when that little boy said that he was bullied and they set up a GoFundMe and he got like $100,000? Come to find out, the reason why he got called ugly is because he was calling his classmates all types of N-words. Remember that? People are going to scam. And if people want to donate their money to things like that, let them. I was not one of those people who donated to her, but I'm also not mad. I'm not going to sit here and talk about other people's pockets. I'm not going to pocket protect. If I wanted to set up a GoFundMe and I said something along the lines of, I want money, and people donated to me, you cannot be mad at me for putting out that GoFundMe. Just like the black girl who set up a GoFundMe because she said she got kicked out of her house because she was a Trump supporter, and all them white Trump supporters donated to her. And then she got caught. So many people were praising her. Oh yeah, you scammed them. Ha 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 ha. So why, even if this was a scam, which I don't believe it is, why are you mad that she scammed whoever out of their money? She's not suing Gorilla Glue, so there's that. But if people want to donate, let them donate. That's how I see it. Now we're going to talk about her trip to LA. So a doctor who lives in LA, we're going to call him Dr. Mike because I don't even want to butcher his name. But Dr. Mike is from Ghana. He lives in LA, and he reached out to her and said that he said he could figure out a way to get the stuff out of Tessica's hair for free. He gave her an all expenses trip, paid whatever. He paid for her flight, her stay, and he didn't charge her for the procedure. Now, a lot of people are mad. Again, why? Why are you mad that a doctor wants to do this for free? First of all, we're in Black History Month. This is a black doctor. We are celebrating this black doctor. We are celebrating him, okay? The reason why he did this, he jumped on the opportunity to be like, oh, well, if I could help her, people can see what I'm good at my job, and then he's going to blow up. And in more ways than one, because, child, this man, just Google his name, because if you know, then you know. But here's the thing that Dr. Mike did. He looked at the elements and figured out what he could use to basically break down the Gorilla Glue. He used a medical grade adhesive remover with aloe vera, olive oil, and like a little bit of acetone. The people in Louisiana, where Tessica is from, they said, well, we're just going to soak your head in acetone for 20 hours without any anesthesia and call it a day. Doctors like Dr. Mike is what we need. He listened to his patient. He took the time out to figure out what is wrong with her. He made her comfortable. She was under local anesthesia. So, I mean, Dr. Mike is the hero, and he's going to come up off of this, hopefully. You know, he's going to, his practice hopefully will blow up because of this in a good way. I don't see, I mean, this black doctor is winning, so I don't see the issue. And also, if she never sprayed her hair with Gorilla Glue, how did she get Dr. Mike involved? How did she get Dr. Mike to be like, all right, you guys, here it is. Like, this, this is something that would be out of a movie if she got this doctor involved. I mean, did she know this doctor before? Did they set up this whole plot together? That's why I said I have a hard time believing that she did it for clout to begin with. Now, don't get me wrong. She definitely milked the hell out of it because she's done the interviews. I feel like she's been sending TMZ pictures or selling TMZ pictures. TMZ was at the doctor's office when the procedure was happening. So yeah, she's milking the hell out of it. And for a check, what's that clip? And for a check, I'd do it too. It's like, you guys, it's like people are so against capitalism until it's time for a small person to win. Scamming or not, this whole country is a scam. So why are you mad at people scamming scammers? Whatever. I'm getting too heated. So as of now, not only did Dr. Mike save her hair, well, the hair that he could save, he saved her scalp, because when I tell you, I was so worried about her scalp the entire time. The entire time I was worried about her scalp. Hair, clearly, I don't care about hair, clearly. But hair can always grow back. But I was just worried about how damaged her scalp probably was. And I was thinking they're probably going to have to do like a skin graft. I was way too hyper-focused. Again, thanks ADHD. I was way too hyper-focused on this situation. But he saved her scalp. He took the time out to make sure that her scalp was okay. And that's all we know of as of now. Now, what I did not appreciate, a lot of people are saying she didn't even say thank you. If you guys watch the full 4-minute video that TMZ put out, as soon as he was done, he was kind of like rinsing her hair or whatever. And she said, thank you so much. And Dr. Mike said, you're welcome. So please stop saying that she didn't say thank you, because she did. But in the same breath, she sat up and was like, I ain't got no hair in the back. Girl, if you don't be happy that you got a scalp, that rubbed me the wrong way, because it's like, so now you're just worried about what you look like? And I get it. But then again, we need to have a think piece on why she feels she needs to worry about her looks as I'm putting on makeup. I do makeup because I like to. And somebody was saying something about, well, in 6 weeks you can have your ponytail back, and they're joking around kind of like, oh, well, did you want to get your hair done sooner? Do you have plans for Valentine's Day? Which I guarantee you she probably says Valentine's Day. And she was just like, yeah. Like, she was more upset that she couldn't get her hair done for Valentine's Day than the fact that she still had a scalp. And that rubbed me the wrong way, which is another reason I don't think she did it for clout. I just don't. I don't. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup off camera. I'm going to finish this video, and then I will start on part 2, because part 2 is where I'm going to be woke. I'm going to tell you guys my theories, and we're going to talk about what's going to happen after this whole situation. All right, you guys, here's the final look. Not my favorite, but whatever. Y'all still gonna get this look. All right. So that is part 1 of this Tessica Brown situation. As I mentioned before, I will be uploading part 2, hopefully today. And we're going to be talking about my theories, me being just a little bit too woke, and then what can happen after this whole situation is over. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Also, do not forget to link up with me on my social media, especially and you guys can now either join my Patreon or join my members channel. They're both the same thing, so please do not join both. All of that information will be down below in the description box. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Give me up, I wanna. Gotta work, go berserk.